So, hello everyone, this is Mandy Elliott. I am originally from the UK. I'm over in Greece, enjoying how you can actually create via an online business time freedom and financial freedom and have the fun to enjoy life. And that's really what we're looking at here is a way to start off with by creating you a little bit of extra income and also to enjoy some travel at at the best prices going, and then your income's going to go up and up, and it's entirely up to you at the speed that you work this, how you do this. But we want to give you some information so that you can make a decision with clarity, knowing exactly what we have. So what we're talking about here is the Swarm Club. It's EDU Swarm, and everyone gets two websites, an EDU Swarm website and then this information website that we've just got up on the screen. So I'm here on this call with my great friend and business colleague here, Rick Thompson, who is over in Texas. So I'm going to let Rick take the floor to begin with, and he'll pass back to me when he's ready. So Rick, the floor is yours.
Well, thanks very much, Mandy, and welcome everybody to the call today. It's a great chance to talk to you. As Mandy mentioned before we put the recording on, we feel it's real important for our team members, associates that are over in the African continent or over in the European continent, to have an opportunity to have an opportunity call at an appropriate time for you. We do them over here at 7 or 8 p.m. Central Time in the state of Texas, and it's 4 o'clock in the morning for you guys. So this one's for you, and we're going to keep doing these because we want you. We're going to have international guests on the call here. We'll have them lined up for next week, and we're going to do this one call a week for our international guys. And again, thank you for being here. But EDU Swarm, I have a tendency to want to look at 5 major things when I take a look at a company, and I have to have at least 3 of the 5, in place. And if I've got that, then I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to vote for it at this point in time. And right here on the screen that you see in front of you, it shows the compilation of really the 5 things if you condense it, and of course ownership. As we talked about early on, guys, it's so important that you know who's in control of your destiny. Stop and think about it. If you're going to put your time, energy, and effort into building a company, and this particular opportunity, guys, I'll tell you, in my 40 years in the business, it's one of the best opportunities I've ever come across. And I'll tell you that the beauty of that is this: it's simply owned by a person that I've personally known over 25 years. He has a heart. And he has a passion for people in this industry. He's trying to give back for the success he's had through the years. And when he showed me and told me what he was doing, and I knew, who's involved from an ownership standpoint, he asked me, he said, I don't know if you've got time or not, but if you'd like to take a look at my program, and come help me build it, I'd love that. And I looked at it and I said, you know what, buddy, a couple little minor changes that I think make sense for you, having nothing to do with the program itself, just the remuneration side of it and how to expand what you can do initially, then this is going to be my primary focus. This is something that is so good. So the ownership is important, and that's covered. Okay. Number 2 is the actual product itself. Is something that's a fad? People right out the door think, yeah, there's another Bitcoin company. That's where they're wrong. This is not a fad Bitcoin company. This is a company that is based on education. And in our case, it's going to be heavily on the side of cryptocurrency, but more importantly, blockchain technology. Blockchain technology, guys, no matter where you live in this world, is going to affect your life. In most cases, a very positive manner. It's going to allow the world to move into what they call the quantum financial system, QFS. Look that up. It's all based on the blockchain. It's all based on the technology that you need to know about. And when you come in here, you take a one-time out-of-pocket purchase of zero point 0.01 Bitcoin, and you're going to be able to take advantage of one of the biggest areas out there. And guess what? What do you think might be, Mandy, the biggest #1 search word on the internet?
Well, do you know what? I think it's actually turning out to be these days a blockchain or cryptocurrency, it certainly is that. And travel has to be there at the top. I think a lot of people would look for travel.
You're exactly right. And it's still heavily weighted in travel's favor, but only because the world hasn't heard about blockchain technology and Bitcoin yet. Travel, as Mandy just said, is the sexiest word in the system in terms of, everybody wants to travel. Everybody wants to take either a family vacation, a personal weekend. Many of us travel for business 2-3 nights a week, wherever we have to go. Well, what if I could have a product that gave me and assured me that I had, a 99% chance of using my own product to book my travel, my hotels, wherever I am in the world. This isn't something for the US or Canada. This is a worldwide opportunity. So my product was something that everybody does, and now I can save you money on something you're going to do anyway. So if you're going to take that trip and you're going to sleep in a hotel room tonight that's typically $100, and you can sleep in that same room, and by booking it through your own particular product that you have that is being given to you when you join this company, you can stay in that same room for $80 instead of $100. I don't think you're going to be unhappy with that. So we put that in, and you get, in addition to the educational benefits and the platforms, and it's not just about cryptocurrency. There's courses in there on gun safety. There's courses on cooking. There's courses on how to maximize search engine optimization. All kinds of different things. But this Swarm Travel Search Engine is something to behold. And I'm going to have Mandy expand on that a little bit for us here. Mandy? Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, this is brilliant, because this is something that a lot of other companies and a lot of online business travel opportunities, they charge anything from $29.99 US dollars to $100 plus just for this facility. And here it's like a gift. This is included with your getting started 0.01 Bitcoin business opportunity. Now, to put the 0.01 Bitcoin into fiat money, that's around about 50-55 UK pounds today, 60-65 euro, well, $65-70, and that is the only time you're going to dig your hand in your pocket. So this is what you're going to get, and it's a great saving. And I can actually show you here. I'll show you how this works. We have a little sign in to a back office area. Once you're you're an affiliate, you're a member of EDU. And you have, I'll just go to the page here. You have a back office dashboard, and that has this area which you will have your own private PIN. I'm not going to click to show you my PIN, because this is like, when you've got your credit card number and something like this. This is private and personal, and everyone has their own, and it's for personal use only. So you can then click to launch the search engine, and you put your PIN in here. And it then works just beautifully, because it takes you to where you can search by city, by hotel name, by landmark, by airport, by anything you like. So, and this is where it'll come up with the prices. But what we have is a price promise guarantee. And I'm just going to go into a new screen share here and just show you something where I booked. This is just amazing, because the savings are absolutely they were just fantastic. So here we go. I'll just pull up this here. This is our Swarm booking engine, and I'm flying from Greece into Gatwick, and I'm on a late, the flights from here are late. I don't arrive until about 11-12 at night. I think it's 11:55 p.m. So, it's pretty important. I decided I wanted to stay at the Hilton Gatwick, the South Terminal, because that's just on a covered walkway. We all know what the English weather's like. I just wanted to walk from the terminal into the hotel, get some sleep. 3 nights there. It's the fast train into London. 20 minutes, I'm in central London. And my flight back again, it's at 6:55 a.m. So I don't really want a London hotel where I've got to get a taxi or a train at real antisocial hours. So 3 nights here on this. I'll go to full screen here from this current, so that you can see it a little bit clearer. If it goes from to full screen. If not, here we go. So London Hilton, and this is our search engine, the Swarm booking engine. 1 person, 3 nights, and it gave me the quote in euro of 88 euro. So what is so great on this is so the next page where I was checking out, that totaled up to 333 euro. All right, so we're going to talk in euro here so that we keep it consistent. So then I went across to booking.com, I went to Trivago, I went to several others. And this one here is actually booking.com. They all came up with within about £1 or €1, the same quotes. And so here, the same room for the 3-night stay, or the same accommodation for the 3-night stay, they quoted me €451. They gave me also the price in English pounds with 402. So that's €120 saving on 3 nights. That's £100. That's probably closer to $160, $170. And I was being quite particular. I wanted this, this hotel. You could shop around, and there's probably some even greater savings, but I wanted this location just for that. So Rick, that's just one example of why I love what we have, because we are, we can't be undersold. It's so brilliant what we have. And that saving alone that I've just made there, call it say, £100. My business to join is 55, which gives me this facility of this search engine. So I'm already in profit just as being a customer of my own product. I can earn by sharing this from others. I can save people money on their travel, and then they're going to talk. We all know what it's like when you're around a hotel bar, or if you're on a tropical beach and enjoying happy hour on the beach. People always talk about where you're from, how did you get here, what did you pay? That's normally the 3 main things. How long are you here for? What do you do? And wouldn't you like to stay longer? And so that's an audience for you. Well, I'm here for as long as I like, because I'm now I've got a work from home business that I can work from anywhere where there's Wi-Fi, and I save great money because we've got this great search engine. Yeah, how cool is that? So I'll hand it back to you, Rick.
Well, great, Mandy. And I'll tell you what, that's a prime example. And guys, what Mandy just showed you at the Gatwick Airport is something that takes place in over 400,000 locations around the world. And this is not handpicked. We just get on a call, someone at random, name a hotel, name a country, name a city. We'll do a comparison live on screen right in front of you, and you'll see how real it is. And, at some point in time, you can sit there and think of all the time you save, because now you don't have to go searching around. Just go to your own booking engine, click on where you want to go, and in advance you're going to have the best price. So, okay, so now we talked about the ownership. We talked about, the actual product itself. Let's talk a little bit about timing. We kind of touched on that, and when you take a look at the timing for an event, you look at where cryptocurrency is by itself. There's only about 90% of the people in the world left, guys, that haven't been talked to yet. That's over, 300 billion people that don't even know about cryptocurrency, and less of them know about Bitcoin. So who do you know? Is everybody you talk to is going to be a candidate to discuss your business, because we're going to talk about the business for just a minute, and how easy it is. Remember, we talked about all the different companies out there that have travel, because it is an $8 to $10 trillion business. And we put travel in as an add-on, and people thought, well, wow, that's kind of crazy. And I said, well, no, it's not, because you see, the one thing that we want to have in here to accompany the timing, travel never goes away. Travel only gets bigger. The timing is, like we said earlier, the education and being able to take advantage of the cryptocurrency world itself. And that was the one thing that I mentioned, I had told our owner about. If you remember, I said there's one thing you should consider, and that is to have your currency that you trade with, as far as your affiliates, make it Bitcoin in and Bitcoin out, because that way you open up your company to the world. Everyone has access to the internet, has access to Bitcoin and to cryptocurrency. It's an internet currency. So by so doing, and then adding in a dynamic product on a digital basis like travel that we now have the best benefit, the best value of any company out there. Because why? It's a one-time out-of-pocket of 0.01 Bitcoin right now, less than $65. And at that point in time, you become a member of the company. You don't ever pay again. You're placed into a great compensation program and a little Tumblr program that, your sponsor will cover with you to give you some idea. We can show it here in a minute for just kind of go through a brief part of it. But while Mandy's locating that, let's also consider that, all these other companies have these complicated pay plans. And with us, you come in, it's a simple little 2x2. You can enter either at the bronze or the silver level, stage 1 and 2. However you want to come into the company. I always say get in where you fit in. But the beautiful thing here, guys, is that this is not a $20,000 decision. You're talking about, $65 for one and less than 200 if you want to purchase stage one and stage two. It's up to you. So you've got great value, and people anywhere in the world can afford to be a part of the swarm. And that's what we like about it. We don't want somebody to have to go out there and make a real threatening decision in terms of, can I afford to do this or not? And the nice thing here, guys, is with the 2x2, we have a unique concept here as well in the way that it's structured. Because what happens here is, you see now on the screen in front of you that when you come down to the next slide right there that Mandy's moving to, you'll see those three little check marks up there. That's you coming onto the board, and you're down there in that lower left-hand corner, the first blue box that says open, but there's already three people on the board. And you have to complete the bottom row, and once you complete the bottom row, you then move to the next step, in the stage. And now you see that you have moved, actually, we're going to go one more down. You move from the bottom to the center. You see here now where you move up again, and all those little arrows, doesn't matter who fills them, anybody who's on the board gets the chance to put people on. Then you go to step 3, and on step 3, you see now you're the person at the top of the board, and wow, now it's payday. When this board fills up, guess what? You just earned, in the case of Bitcoin, if you came in at 0.01, you earn 0.02. And there's a couple qualifier situations in there, but the nice thing is, guys, is you now go through a situation where you re-enter, you follow your enroller. So if I join and Mandy is my enroller, what happens now is the computer says, okay, on stage 1, what board is Mandy currently on? And it goes to that board, and it puts me right back on Mandy's board. She's my enroller. I follow her. It's a follow me matrix. And with that, the computer also finds me a new home, wherever Mandy is on her stage 2. I get to go join, and I have my position on my enrollers board, and I follow Mandy's through steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And guys, it's that simple. You don't have to worry about giving away sponsors, your fast start percentage bonuses. You don't have to worry about matching bonuses. None of these things matter, and they're not a part of it. And it's so simple that you can explain this to anyone. But you know what? The great news is, they may come in and just want to be your customer, and enjoy the benefits, enjoy that module they bought, enjoy that educational background. More importantly, grab those PIN numbers, get out there, get out and about. So this little company, guys, is your future. And I'll tell you, a lot of guys are saying, well, I can't make, $50,000 a month. Well, I've only known a handful of people in 40 years that ever made $50,000 a month. And generally speaking, they had an organization that was pre-built. They moved with them. If they had to start from scratch, they'd have probably had a hard time doing it. But, Mandy, you and I have been doing this together for a long time. Just even what you and I and Julie and, our team have done. How do you compare the swarm for the ability for people to succeed versus any place else? And I'll kind of let that close out the call from there, because it takes care of the finance, and it takes care of the support. And you're seeing the support right now. And the chief of our support division is Mandy Elliott. So Mandy, close it up for us, and thank you very much.
Well, what I really love here, Rick, is it's the simplicity, because I'm finding a lot of people who have never done anything like this. They've never been part of an affiliate program before. They get this quite easily. And then we've got those who have been in this sort of business for a long time, and they know every type of different compensation plan, be it unilevel, binary, whatever it is, matrices. They know how they work. So whatever it is, this is so straightforward, so simple, easy to grasp, and you actually see as it happens. You have a back office where you can see when someone's just been introduced. You've got your matrix there. You see where you are. You see who else is there, and someone's just arrived. You think, oh, okay, so that's what happens. And then you might introduce your first person, and you think, oh, right, that's where they are. So it's There's no sort of mental rocket science going on here. It absolutely works, and it pays. And you can go at your own pace. I mean, there's one little tiny, as Rick said earlier, qualification, and that's like introduce 2 people yourself, either as customers or as people who wish to use this as an affiliate program to earn. Well, there's no real time scale on that. You get plenty of time, and people like Rick and myself and other leaders are here to work with you, and that's why we have these calls as well. And it's also why this website that we're showing you here, this is not the EDU website. That's the EDU that has a great website with the automated back office where you see everything. This is a website here put together for the affiliates, by the affiliates, to do your talking for you. So basically, you find someone, you bump into someone, someone, we'll show you how to promote online, who says, hey, yes, I'd like to learn more. It could be, I want to learn more about e-education. I wish to learn more, I want to earn some Bitcoin. I really would love the travel discounts. So there's different ways to lead and promote this. They join, you get paid. That's it. Working as a team, the whole team concept of this matrix where the follow me, and you can get paid over and over, open up 5 income streams. And just touching back on something that Rick said about the Bitcoin being our currency here, because this is not what a Bitcoin opportunity, that's our money. And when we talk about global, you take countries such as India, that's a closed currency. Closed currency means they cannot move their money outside of India, but they do have access to Bitcoin and Bitcoin wallets. So you look at the population, the amount of people in India alone, well, there are many other closed currencies out there. So this is what opens up the world. It makes it easier for people to join, and it makes it easier to be paid, because I know if I'm sending money across to the US, my bank in the UK will charge me about 40 UK pounds. That's close to 55, 60 US dollars just for that international transaction. And that transaction could take 4 to 10 days. And it's instantly debited from my account, and whoever's going to receive it doesn't see it for the 4 to 10 days. So who's getting the interest? Whereas Bitcoin, it's peer-to-peer. You send it from A to B. You can see what's happening, perhaps about 20 minutes, but more importantly, that 40 pounds that my bank would charge me, you're talking 1 or 2 pounds at most, $1 or $2, 1 or 2 euro for the complete transaction, maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, and that transaction's complete. And it's on a transparent ledger called the blockchain. So it can be seen, it's proof it's happened. So that is the beauty here. We've got an amazing business, great to earn, and you can set your goals at what you like. Some people would, I want to see an extra couple of £100, dollars, euros, yens, whatever their currency is, a month come in as just to subsidize their existing income. Some people want to earn greater monies, and then others, once they get into this and they think, well, I could actually give up my full-time day job and go at these great guns and really create a magnificent income. It's all a case of personal choice. So, think about it, put your hand in your pocket, 0.01 Bitcoin or 0.03, depending on the level you want to join at. This is your business decision. These calls are to make sure you have clarity and understanding. And as Rick said earlier, we host these calls. This is great time for the UK and Europe. It's USA daytime, but there's other calls at different hours that we do to cover around the world. We look forward to welcoming you to this amazing business. And Rick, I don't know if you've got anything else to add, or shall I just close the call?
No, we're good, Mandy. Thanks very much. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today, and we'll see you on the other side. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.